Good morning, Wabash. Good morning, Mark. Today speaking at Pioneer Chapel is Coach Chris Keller with his talk entitled, Taking Chances and 7 Ways America Should Be More Like Wabash College. Coach Keller is a graduate of the University of the Southwest, where he received a Bachelor's of Science degree in psychology. He also attended Riverside Community College, where Keller shattered the single-season California junior college record for assists with 28. He was captain of the University of the Southwest soccer team that broke the school record for wins in 2004. Keller earned NCAC Men's Coach of the Year in 2014 and 2017, as well as National Soccer Coaches Association of America Men's Division III Great Lakes Regional Coach of the Year honors. Thank you. And was one of only 9 finalists for NSCAA National Coach of the Year in 2014. His Wabash teams have shattered multiple records: most wins in a year, most wins in a 4-year span, most all-conference and all-region players. Also the first nationally ranked program at number 12. Keller also served as a coach in the Pennsylvania West Olympic Development Program. His 93 boys ODP squad produced the first Region 1 ODP championship title in Pennsylvania West soccer history. The 93 boys team earned a bronze medal at the National ODP tournament. Coach Keller and his wife, Kate, son Wyatt, and golden retriever Zizu reside in Crawfordsville. Please join me in welcoming Coach Keller.
Good morning, Wabash. First things first, I'd like to thank Frank Russell, Parker Knoll, and the Sphinx Club for the invitation to speak this morning. It is an honor and a privilege, and I'll never forget it. The Sphinx Club is the heartbeat of Wabash College, and without them, we would not be who we are and do what we do as an institution. Cherish those memories. You will never forget the taste of the lighter fluid Riney burgers. So alums, come back and come back often. I will also give them immense credit for rattling the Paws goalkeeper this year and helping us to our 3rd straight win against the school down south. To the students, staff, and faculty that are here, thank you. Most importantly, see if she made it. Thank you, Kate, my wife, and my son Wyatt for coming. Thank you for supporting me through this journey and being an amazing coach's wife and mother to Wyatt. More about our story coming up. I will start with this very important piece of advice. Do not procrastinate, Wabash. Do not procrastinate in classes, in summer workouts, in labs, and especially in comps. Guys, procrastination is lazy and will set you on a path of disappointment. It is vital you never procrastinate. So as I was writing this speech this morning, I decided to wing it. In all seriousness, today I will talk about my upbringing, my journey to Wabash College, taking chances, and 7 reasons why America needs to be more like Wabash College. My upbringing. Have you really gotten to know your brothers at Wabash? And to what level? Everyone here has a unique story, and my advice to you is to share your story. You never know who you will help and who you will inspire. I want to continue by sharing a little of where I come from and who I am, for those that don't know me. I am from a small town in the beautiful state of Texas called Los Fresnos in the Rio Grande Valley. It's about as far south as you can get. I grew up playing soccer from the age of 3, and the beautiful game has not left me since. My parents, both hardworking, caring people that have been through many hardships, including bankruptcy, losing jobs, and even eviction to get where they are now. My father, Roland, was born in Zurich, Switzerland, and through hard work and dedication, in his late 20s, ended up in a job in Mexico City, Mexico. He is one of the most intelligent people you will ever meet. My father ended up meeting my mother on a blind date in Mexico City, and they were married a few years later. My mother, she was born and raised in Mexico, had 9 siblings, and worked in a flea market at the age of 12. She is the toughest 5'1" woman you will ever meet. Shortly after their wedding, they immigrated to the United States of America for my dad's work. I have learned so much about grit, fight, and loyalty through my parents. Gracias, mamá y papá. Me han enseñado cómo ser fuerte y pelear con coraje. No siempre era fácil para ustedes, pero nos enseñaron cómo trabajar sin parar hasta lograr nuestras metas. Los quiero mucho. My father, as I speak in Spanish, he understands Spanish. Like I said, he's a really smart man, and he actually knows 5 languages. He knows German, English, Spanish, French, and Italian. He also plays 5 instruments. I wonder what happened to me. I just play soccer. Being a first-generation college student has inspired me to coach and help others achieve a great education. I am very thankful to Wabash College for being able to make that possible from students from all walks of life. With a lack of affordable soccer and college options for me growing up, I ended up attending a junior college called Riverside Community College. It is very similar to the Netflix show Last Chance U, with the exception that I was in Southern California and my days off were spent at the beach surfing with my long hair. Not too bad. I was fortunate enough to play very well there and transfer on a soccer scholarship to a small NAIA school in southeast New Mexico. It was there that I learned to love coaching my senior year after a season-ending injury. My coach, Rob Irvin, took me under his wing and a few months later offered me a first college coaching job. My journey to Wabash. I, too, was recruited to come to Wabash College, just like each and every one of you. And I'm pretty sure I had a very similar reaction to the vast majority of you guys out here today. I had been an assistant coach and recruiting coordinator at Allegheny College for 5 seasons. We were good, nationally ranked in the top 25, and had a lot of returning starters the next season. But I decided it was time to move on. I had learned a lot, but needed a different adventure. Maybe back to California to the beach, which sounds really good right now. Maybe to Europe to try my luck in coaching. Or maybe to Texas to start my own barbecue food truck. I've been telling Coach Olney that my brisket will beat his on a blind taste test any day. As we sit here in sub-20 degree weather, I mean, those sound pretty darn good. Okay, so Wabash. The day was June 1st, 2012. It was my last official day at Allegheny, and we held our Golden Gator golf outing. I was fortunate enough to be a veteran assistant coach and got to sit at a par 3, welcoming the golfers, making small talk, as well as having a few ice-cold sodas. As the outing comes to an end, my former athletic director, Portia, makes a beeline to me. In my head, I thought, oh no, I'm in trouble now. First thing she said, now hear me out. The Wabash College head soccer position just opened up, and I need you to apply. And in the exact same 4 words as my former captain, Rodrigo Porras, said when I called him on his first recruiting call, no way, but thanks. Why would I go to an all-male school to coach to a team that hasn't had a winning season in over 20 years? After a brief conversation with Portia, I looked into Wabash even more. At the beginning, the only thing I knew about Wabash is that it was an easy game for us and that there were no girls. How can I possibly recruit good players and good students there? Well, I put some trust into Portia and her comments about Wabash being a gold mine, and it stuck in my mind. I applied that week. I started reading more and more about Wabash College and was really beginning to like the idea of taking a struggling program and making it our own. I also noticed that almost every sport at Wabash was very successful. Great coaches, been there for a long time, national champions, and I thought, maybe there's something there. Fast forward a few weeks, I was fortunate enough to get an interview. The night before the interview, I was picked up at the airport by Matt Paul and CJ Francoeur, who were going to be seniors the next year. The first impression of those guys was that they were very well spoken and mature beyond their years. I remember thinking to myself, wow, these guys have it together. Very impressed from minute one. These dudes were different. Not your typical college student. I know that you guys are all intelligent, unique, and gifted in your own way. I had a long day of interviews the next day and asked coaches, faculty, and staff as many questions as I could and soak it up. And as you, most of you, after your first visit and being on campus and feeling Wabash College, I was convinced and completely changed. This is where I wanted to be. July 1st, 2012, I was named head soccer coach at Wabash College, and that's how I ended up here. Now, I stand here fortunate to be beside some of the most passionate, intelligent, hardworking students and student athletes in the country. And you guys deserve some applause, or at least some snaps. Soccer guys are here too, thank you. Take chances and be open-minded. Accept help. Swallow your pride. It's okay. Accept help from your friends, family, mentors, professors, and coworkers. How I met my wife, Kate. A quick shout out to our athletic director, Matt Tanney, and the new Adidas partnership that we have. Because Adidas says, impossible is nothing. And it's true. How I know this, that impossible is nothing? That I found and married a beautiful, educated, caring woman from Crawfordsville, Indiana. So indeed, impossible is nothing. It was the first fall season here at Wabash, and Coach Hutchison, our tennis coach, asked me one day, hey man, are you ready to be set up on a blind date? My very honest response, come on, Hutch. I don't need help with the ladies. It wasn't until I was sitting in my beautiful home at the Shady Knoll Apartments on the east side after losing 14 times that year that I said, you know what? Okay, Hutch, I'll go for it. So that November I met Kate, who is now my lovely wife. Lesson to you guys, be humble. Don't be too proud to accept help. For me, it was going on my only blind date ever. But for you, it can be help with tutoring, making friends, and most important, seeking help if you're sad, depressed, or not in a good place. It does not make you less of a man to seek help. It's quite the opposite. We have resources here on campus. Please use them. Okay. In my opinion, America is the greatest country in the world for so many reasons. However, at times I do feel America should be more like Wabash College. As I think about crazy times we live in, the political unrest, and the crazy times my son Wyatt will grow up in, I'm thankful to be at such a great institution. So here are my 7 reasons why America should be more like Wabash College. Number 7, we have people in positions of power and leadership that truly care. Coaches, professors, staff, faculty, anyone involved on campus really does care about you guys. Number 6, the gentleman's rule. It's black and white. There's no gray area on being a good person and making good decisions. Now, we will make our mistakes, but if we have the gentleman's rule in the back of our mind, we will learn to be better students, sons, boyfriends, husbands, and fathers. Number 5, we have mature adult conversations. Our unique curriculum, which is very discussion-based, truly prepares us for the real world. What it also teaches us is we can agree to disagree with respect and intelligence. Not the case in other places. Number 4, big game on Sunday, but the Monon Bell is better than the Super Bowl. Number 3, no handouts. You cannot simply be here at Wabash and not push yourself to the limit. It simply cannot be done. You're not given anything. You earn every A, every B, every C, every D, every withdrawal, everything. You're pushed out of your comfort zone and become men in the process. Number 2, we embrace diversity. We have students from about 17 countries, over 30 states, and just about every county in Indiana. We come from different socioeconomic backgrounds, religions, home situations. Yet we stand shoulder to shoulder on the field, pitch, court, track, pool, classroom, fraternity house, dorm, striving to be better and make those around you better. You guys do this every single day. It's not easy to come to Wabash and graduate. But for those that do, they become a small group of men that will have a lifelong bond. And it can never be taken. You will forever be little giants. And number 1, it has nothing to do with America, but we love, number 1, is we love to beat the school down south, and it happens often. I will close with an introduction to the Monon Bell winning kicker. You guys haven't met him yet, of the 2037 season, Wyatt Keller. Coach Morrell, he just committed to you guys. Thank you.